Hi everyone, Rossbob Squirrel here. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips dealing with best legends, weapons, playstyle, and more to help you rank up during this final week of the Season 11 Stormpoint ranked split. Now for those that are new here, to give some credibility, I am currently Masters on PS5 and have hit Masters solo queuing back in Season 9 as well. I've also been playing this game nearly every day since day 1. Whether you are solo queuing or with a team trying to move from gold to platinum, platinum to diamond, or diamond to masters, these tips are going to help you achieve your goals. So let's get right into it. First up, for tip number 1, use meta legends for this new map. As most of us know, Stormpoint only has the one jump tower at the top of the map by High Point, which really isn't all that popular of a location. Sure, we also have tridents to help us get around, but they are very loud and can draw so much attention to yourself that I wouldn't recommend using them unless it is dire. With all that being said, someone on your team needs to play Valkyrie, given that her ultimate can get you out of a sticky situation, allowing you and your team to reset. Along with Valk, I would recommend a Gibraltar, as his Dome of Protection can help protect the whole team and allow for faster revives. A great third could either be someone who can lock down a building, such as Caustic, Watson, or Rampart. As well, using another recon legend like Bloodhound or Seer is always a good choice. Personally, for myself, the team that me and my friends were rocking to get to Masters was Valkyrie, Gibraltar, and Caustic. Whenever I solo queued, I prioritized Valkyrie, as I truly believe she is so necessary on this map. Next up, we have tip number 2, be patient and push smart. Now, what I mean by this is knowing when to move forward and attack a team, and knowing when you need to back off and rotate out of there. Earning RP is so dependent on both kills or assists and placement. If you have a couple of KP but make a mistake by pushing a team you don't necessarily need to, you could very well still go negative for the game if you are eliminated. All of this goes hand in hand with being patient. You might get a knock or two at the beginning of the game, but might not have a great opportunity to fight another team until round 4 or 5 of the ring closing in. And that is perfectly okay, and in my opinion, a great way to play in higher lobbies. If you are playing ranked to move up, you do not always have to be go go go, which is how pubs feels. Quickly assess the fight you are going up against and know when to back out if needed. Tip number 3, ensure you have one medium or long range weapon and one close range weapon. Now, I would recommend the Triple Take, 30-30, Charge Rifle, or Longbow for that longer range weapon, and the Volt, R99, R301, or Flatline for closer range. As a rule of thumb, you should try to be using weapons from this list that you are most comfortable and confident with. For example, if you can control the recoil on the R301 better than the Flatline, you should be going with the R301 so you're hitting more of your shots consistently. For my loadout, I personally have been rocking the Charge Rifle in either the Volt or R301. The Charge Rifle makes it so easy to snag some knocks or assists as the ring becomes smaller and more teams close in. Being able to keep enemies at bay with a longer range weapon will really help you out in ranked. Next up, for tip number 4, third partying and getting knocks or assists off drop. This one ties in with being patient and pushing smart, but some of the easiest ways to get KP is when landing from the dropship. My best piece of advice for this is to look back at dive trails as you are still in the ship and wait to launch until you see 2 teams landing at the same POI. I would avoid going to places that have 3 or more teams. You really want to focus on locations with just 2 enemy teams. You should then follow them and land relatively close to where they landed, but somewhere you can still get loot. Grab your gear quickly and head over to where those 2 teams landed. 9 times out of 10, they are going to be fighting. You will swoop right in and clean up the mess, securing some kills or assists right away in the match. I've been doing this tactic for many seasons and it typically works out very well. Finally, for tip number 5, over-communicate with your team. Now, I highly recommend that you use a microphone and go into game chat. If you are squatting up with just one person, don't stay in your private party chat. Switch over to game chat so your whole team can hear you even if they don't have a mic. If you are solo queuing, I know that talking and communicating with your random teammates can be very intimidating. My piece of advice is to be the one to start talking as you are landing, calling out if any teams are landing with you or dropping nearby. Typically, this can help get your randoms in the zone and be more willing to communicate with you as well, assuming they have a microphone plugged in. If you don't have a mic, I would recommend overpinging everything, whether that's weapons, attachments, enemies, or locations to move to. Communicating with your team will give you more of an upper hand than you realize. If you follow these tips, I strongly believe you will be able to move up quickly in ranked and hit whichever level you want to by the end of this split. Ranked can be a grind and be frustrating at times, but keep your head up and you will conquer Stormpoint. Be sure to keep an eye out for World's Edge rank tips when the new split starts. Good luck with your games, have fun, and I will catch you in the next one.